Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to another Almost Too Old for This, the channel where I react to Jesse Cox's Too Old for This channel, where he reacts to content for Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Today, we definitely have some Gen Z and or Alpha content. It's called This Drama is Confusing, Too Old for Bop House, and I'm already certain that I'm too old for this. So let's go.
We're doing this again, and this time, I gotta be honest, I feel like it's gonna be a rough one. I don't really know exactly what we're covering today, but I do know that everyone in the office reacted in a way that makes me highly suspicious. I'm a bit concerned because today we're learning about something called the Bop House.
The only reason I kind of feel like I know some of the, like, I know bop. Like, I used to think of bop as like, hey, you know, it's like a groovy tune, if you will. How do you do, fellow kids? It was like music, right? Oh, like, that's a bop, right? I remember people saying that. But no, it turns out when I looked it up, because people were saying bop on TikTok, and I was like, so I looked it up. Bop is slang for a person who has many sexual partners. So that's, I imagine that's what this is tied into, but I have no idea because I already know I'm too old for it. So let's just keep going.
All right, this is Joshua. He's a dude who makes those kind of like opinion piece videos.
Oh, I know those kind of videos.
Love AI
yep.
Island, POV, your son is my lover boy. This is probably just, I guess, reacting to people on TikTok. Kind of what we're doing, but probably a much more young-centric, like more Gen Z, Gen Alpha view.
Yeah, probably younger generation focused, and also you probably more edited. You know, probably higher production value.
He has all sorts of stuff. I'll be real, I almost want to know what Love AI Island is, but maybe that's for the future.
Love AI Island.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trendy Topics, the place where I talk about trendy things. TikTok's latest.
All right, I already, this definitely is for Gen Z, Gen Alpha, probably even the younger side of Gen Z, and probably not the Zillennials.
I'm sure something happened.
There's already too many flashing lights.
My senses are afraid now. I'm assuming this intro is a goof, but also maybe it's genius. You know what I mean? I was talking with Crendor the other day about how YouTube videos, especially made by younger people, just start. And this feels like one of those where all the flashing is like, pay attention, kid. It got me. It got my attention.
What's going on?
Jesse. Yeah, it's one of those things where I haven't gone to this extent. But if you go watch my YouTube videos now compared to even like a year or two ago, not Pointless Top 10. Pointless Top 10, I always do my intro. I don't care if you can't. If you can't handle a 10-second intro on Pointless Top 10, just go do something else. But my like tier list videos and like some of the other things, I've just started being like, I just ranked every World of Warcraft zone, right? I say like instantaneous. I go like, I ranked everything like that. And I used to be like, hey everybody, it's me, Crendor, and today we're going to be ranking WoW. Like, nah, that's not how you do it anymore, right? Like, nobody cares that I'm Crendor, all right? And if you know that I'm Crendor, you already know. So you just got to be like, I'm ranking shit, all right? Now, I will say, this is taking it to another level. He's got, like, flashing lights. Like, this is for the people that are just so fried from dopamine, they need, like, dopamine overload to be stimulated and to pay attention.
Guys, welcome back to Trendy Topics, the place where I talk about trendy things. TikTok's latest content house is taking the world by storm. With millions of views on each post and a crazy 2 million followers, this girls only content creator house is doing pretty well for themselves.
I've never understood content creator houses. I get the idea of, you know, like an office where a bunch of people work at. Hell, I had that for a while. I get the idea of collaboration and working with people. I don't get the idea of, hey everyone, do you just want to live together and slowly drive each other crazy? Because it never works out. Someone always spills the tea later and it's always like, that place was terrible. This is a year old.
Well, I mean, newsflash. Well, you know what? I was right. My my bop definition was indeed correct, judging by what we've just paused on. But yeah, any content creator house is one of those things where I guarantee it's just it's like they all go, this is going to be great. We all know each other, or like we work together, like we're just going to live together and it'll be fun. And then you start realizing that when you live with someone else and when you live with multiple people, you see every side of them, the good and the bad, and like everything, right? And so I think when you get that times however many people in a house, it just creates absolute insanity.
Old this video, so I don't know what's
Great
happened
for content
since,
that they want, though.
but I feel like nothing good.
Guys, I thought we already learned our lesson already. Content creator houses don't work. Was the hype house
Yep.
Man, gets
bombing
it.
not enough? We should have known content houses don't work. Our own friendship houses didn't work, dude.
Friendship
so
houses.
real. That's so real. I don't do roommates. I can't do roommates. I want to have friends. And when I live with people, I see the side of them where I'm like, you're dirty as shit. Makes me crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I could never have roommates outside of, you know, like Toaster Woman, who I'm married to. Right? Like, I think outside of like a significant other, like I could never live with someone else. Because, like, I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. I'm too personal or like introverted of a person to have like roommates and do whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's definitely not for me outside of Toaster Woman and Cat. I guess Cat's kind of a roommate. He does exist in the house.
The furthest all of us have ever gotten to living in a house with our own friends was in Minecraft, and that shit didn't last long either. It's hard to keep the living room clean. Sharing food could be a problem.
Yup.
And worst comes to worst, you gotta kick your boy out for fucking your
Damn. Is
All
that
right.
why that mattress is the way it is in the background? I gotta be honest. I didn't know what to expect from Joshua, but I'm only 47 minutes in and I'm actually enjoying this video.
The Bob House is the
I thought he
newest
was gonna be like, I'm only 47 years old and I'm enjoying this video. I don't know why I thought he was gonna say that, but
all-girls content house created by Sophie Rain. Sorry, Thomas Petro, looks like you weren't fast enough to make this house, dude. I just did a little research on Thomas's channel because I wanted to see what his most popular videos were, considering that he was the manager for Team 10 and the Hype House. And I was pretty curious. I wanted to see if his popular videos had anything to do with Team 10 in general, and they don't. They're all about the Hype House. 14 million people watched I Filled Chase's room with pictures of Charlie, and 8 million people watched I Filled Charlie's room with pictures of Chase. And who the fuck is Chase?
I don't even know who the Hype House is. I don't know who any of these people are. This is like that one tweet I saw from like some old guy, and he's like, hearing drama now is like, Gooby McGee just slept with Bazunky in the Swagtown Fest. And you're just like, is this real? Am I in like a fever dream right now? Yeah, I don't know, man. And in fact, I'm glad I don't know what this is.
I thought the show was called Charlie and Lola.
Also, this ties into the fact that years ago, all right, 15 years ago, before any of this even existed, I was the person that was like, people just want to watch their favorite content creators just do stuff. Because I remember Maker Studios back then, and all these people were like, what if we had like, or like Machinima, like all these people, like, what if we had our creators come in and play board games, and we set up this big thing, and then we did, and they're like, what if we had our creators do a game show? And I was just like, dude, you could just have them sit at a table and eat cereal. Right? Like, you could have them do the most basic shit. That's what I would have done if I was the director, and it would have popped off. All right? It would have been like Jesse Cox, Dodger, and Total Biscuit eat cereal at a table. In fact, I think they did do that at some point. You could be like, you know, these three, it could literally be anything. It'd be like they cross the street. It could be like they open a jar of pickles, and they're just like, how do we open this jar of pickles? Like, I don't know, you try. And then it's like a 1 minute video, and they're like, hey, we opened it. That's it. It could be literally anything.
And I'm thinking to myself, these videos' views had to be inflated.
Yo, this is so skewed to not my old ass. What? This must be what it feels like when I make a reference about a movie and Crendor's like, I haven't seen that. This is probably how he would think of me.
It's true. I mean, granted, a lot of times I've heard of the things he's talking about. I guess that's the difference. I haven't heard of any of this. Like, sometimes he'll be like, oh, this movie. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I've heard of that, but I've never seen it, right?
Like, how have you not seen this thing that you just... I don't even remember what the hell he said. Something about Chase.
Apparently, Charlie and Chase
I thought he was
were a
talking about me
couple,
still.
and these videos take place after they broke up with each other. So they react how you would expect them to react living in a content creation house, but they're also clearly kind of visibly uncomfortable. And I did some research. I understand that the breakup was mutual, but still, a breakup is a breakup, dude. You need some space regardless. I've
Now, when you're in
seen
a
so
content
many
house,
videos
no time for
explaining the
space.
downfall of the hype house with so many different reasons as to why that house just never worked out. But there's one point that I haven't heard being brought up yet, was that these guys aren't good friends to each other. In the Charlie video specifically, Thomas is vlogging himself, recording the whole thing, and he's going out to do errands. He took his friend Nick's car without letting him know.
I'm currently in Nick's G-Wagon that he's renting, and I am not letting him know that I'm taking.
Then he goes to check on another friend who's getting veneers, and then another group of his friends are there, and you want to guess how they got there? No. They also took Nick's car without letting him know.
No, I took his car. He took it because you took.
This is literally just like a reality show. This is like they took like old MTV reality shows or like the Kardashians, and then they just like turned it into that, but as like a real life streamer vlogging type of thing, right? Like that's all they're doing, because they would just film that shit of just like, hey, here's like remember Jessica Simpson? Like, here's Nick and Jessica go to, you know, a restaurant, and then they have to like go home and like clean up, and she's like, I don't want to clean, and then he's like, I'm taking Jessica's car, and she's like, he took my car, and like that type of shit. That's all this is. That's all this is, and it works, right? That's in fact, I'd rather go back to that. I would rather go back to the reality. At least that was like 30 minutes. It was, you know, it was like probably scripted, but like, you know, it felt a little more wholesome, even though it's, I don't know, there was something like cheesy and corny and campy about it. This just feels like shitty people being like, yo, I stole this dude's car and he doesn't know. Like, I don't know. I want to go back.
His car?
Yeah.
I took his other car. No, you didn't.
Because you didn't come, I thought I'd punish you, so I'm taking your R8. Love you.
Is this a rich kid thing? I feel like homeless
Yes.
Squidward asking to even ride in.
I think it's an asshole thing. Yeah, I think it's an asshole thing for.
Well, it's an asshole thing, but it turns out many assholes are rich.
It's funny. I'm waiting for Bop House information. I still don't know what the shit it is. Sophie something is
It's like that one girl. She was just like, why don't it was like on live stream fail or so. She's like, why don't the poor people go to a buffet and just take food? Like, that's the most rich people shit. Rich people are just like, what is this? You're paying like what for a banana? What, like $20 or something cheap? Like they're like so far gone from reality. And it's the same with streamers, man. Like so many streamers and YouTubers, they've gotten so rich that they've also become detached from reality. And some of them have just always been rich. And it's that type of thing. It's that same type of shit. Like nobody's had to been like, oh man, I hope they have like $2 off pasta today. Right? Like they don't deal with that because they're all spoiled. Where am I?
involved. And that's it. That's all I know right now. Instead, I'm learning about the hype house, the thing that's dead, that I never cared about and probably never will care about.
Okay, now let's get back into the Bop House. You guys might be a little bit more curious as to how this house has managed to garner so many followers. How come this group was able to rake in so much cash from only their fans?
Sex appeal. Girls. Young men. Horny people. Boobs. Butts. Ooh, butts.
I think he's
It's
got it.
because they have OnlyFans. That's what's really setting them apart
There you
from
go, never
so
mind.
many other houses that are trying to thrive
OnlyFans.
on TikTok. By the way,
I was
I
close.
thought that this was
And
the
very
only
accurate.
house that was happening. There are so many other houses on the platform. It's kind of making me want to start
There's too
my
many
own
houses.
house. But instead of the Bob house, it's called the Josh house. And it's me and like the only other two Joshua content creators living in the same house. Okay, let's look at another TikTok.
Start one called
it. Twist it.
the Crendor house, and it's just my house. Like, what's up, guys? It's just me living. I wouldn't even want that. I wouldn't even want to do that because I'd rather just, you know, have privacy and like these are all like kids and shit too, right? Like everyone here is like under 30, you know, like nobody's like, oh man, I can't do shit today because I've got like posterior tibial tendonitis, right? Like nobody's doing this shit. They're like going, oh, let's stand and do whatever they're doing here, like touching their head.
Pull it. Bop it. Bop it. Bop it. Pull it. Twist it. Twist it. Twist it. Bop it.
Just
Pull
giving her
it.
the chiropractor.
Twist it.
That head movement would have
So
taken
many
me out for a
likes, and
week.
they weren't even playing the game right.
They weren't even playing the game right. That was a terrible video, by the way. It reminded me of those videos you watch of like the couples doing like fun, crazy couple things, but it's just not entertaining. But then you read the comments, they're like, greatest video I've ever seen.
Yeah, I hate
You
that.
make every day better. And I'm like,
It's just
what?
like the most normie shit. They don't even know that it's fake half the time, too. Plus, like, I don't know. It's always those people, too. They're like, we're some of the funniest people we know. And then they're like, actually not funny. They're just like, but then again, like, humor's subjective. You'd be like, I don't, you know what? Just move on. I'm not going to go into this.
The hell are you talking about? That's kind of what that felt like. I bet if I went to the comments, it would be very similar. Like, oh, you girls are crazy. The
Yep.
bar's low when you got the horny so high.
The bar gets lower and lower every single time for these newer groups. It seems like the
I almost expected him to say the exact same thing as Jesse. That would have been funny.
newer the group, the lower the effort of content that's made. This is very, we can't take Emily anywhere because she's so crazy. And the crazy is blowing up your coworkers.
Here we go. Count 1, guilty. Count 2, guilty. Count 3, guilty. Count 4, guilty.
So for context, there is another content creator named
What?
Piper Raquel. She makes content within the same vein as the rest of the creators, but there's one minor issue. She's 17. And for some unknown
Well, that surely is a minor issue.
reason, it was already weird enough with the house immediately being
Bang.
normalized within a week of its conception.
Nope. Nope. Ain't gonna, not a fan of this.
Nope.
So wait, the content was, we're gonna invite a 17-year-old over to our bop. Son of a bitch. Now I got.
This feels like
What
it
is
shouldn't
a
even be
bop?
allowed,
My man
man.
hasn't even said it. This video, it's entertaining, but it's the least informative shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
I already talked
What
about
is
what
a
a
bop?
bop is.
What is a bop?
So,
Bop is a slang term
there
with
it
two
is.
primary conflicting meanings. A derogatory, harmful term used to slut shame, primarily targeting young women. I genuinely am really curious. This is such a strange thing to wonder, but I do. How many of these people who have OnlyFans and stuff like that, like, I don't use OnlyFans. Like, I don't know how it works, but in my mind, I imagine it's you post video or images of you in like sexual things, like outfits or I don't know, positions. I don't know. But how much of it is like real? Does that make sense?
It sounds like a youth pastor trying to understand. Jesse's just like, the OnlyFans, they're taking these some sort of sexual images. I don't know. He's giving off that vibe because he's dressed in like all black too. Like, what are they doing over there? Like, I cover up completely, of course. I just like, to me, all this shit's a scam. Like, even like this listen, I don't use OnlyFans either, right? I've never used OnlyFans, but like, I assume most of it's just fake. I assume it's mostly run by like, they probably outsource shit. They probably have somebody take pictures of them and post them everywhere. They probably have like someone in a different country answering all their DMs or whatever. Much like most of the internet, it's all fake. Right? That's what I assume. If I had to take a wild guess, mainly because YouTubers and streamers and everybody, they do that shit all the time too, right? They're like outsourcing their editing, they're outsourcing their, like, they have someone film them doing stuff. So like, why would it be any different for any of this other shit, right? It makes sense to me. So I don't understand it, and I don't have to.
Can you get away with just posting like a sexy photo, or does it have to be straight up porn? Could you manufacture
people
like,
doing
oh,
both.
I'm a sexy rebel and I do nasty things, and then someone pays for your OnlyFans, and then when they get there, there's nothing, because I imagine you have to pay to see anything, and then when you get there, it's kind of like, haha, thanks for the $5, dum-dum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they gave
can
me
you
a-
just
they
do that? When I
baited
hear
them
people
in.
make millions on OnlyFans, I wonder if it's because people sub to them once, see there's nothing there, and it doesn't matter because you get enough people to sub to you once, and like, I don't know. I'm not gonna test it. I'm not giving someone my damn money. The internet's
Yeah.
got tons of free stuff. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's plenty of free
Unfortunately
stuff.
for Joshua, this video is like all over the place and not very informative. It's just
video
his
is-
hot takes. However,
Honestly, it's very like Gen Z alpha code. It's just kind of all over the place, yeah.
I did my research and found it's Yankee, it's Jank E. I don't know how to say this
Janky.
dude's name, but this is an 8-minute video about the Bop House finally being over 2 months ago. So not only did I miss it completely, but I missed the end as well. Maybe
What a
we'll
shame.
get some answers from It's Janky.
Over the past couple months, the Bop House has been on a steady decline into irrelevancy, with nearly all the most popular members officially leaving the house and no new videos being posted to their TikTok page in nearly 2 months. For those who don't know, the Bop House is one of the most degenerate and borderline illegal content houses of all time. It's essentially a house
I guess I don't understand the degeneracy. I mean, like, morally, if you're one of those people that's like, porn is a sin and they shall burn in hell, then like, all right, whatever. But I'm talking about the content I've seen so far. None of this seems degenerate. If it
Well, I mean, it's probably, I feel like his editors probably pick tasteful stuff that's going to be good for YouTube, right? Because that's what he's watching. They're probably not going to show the crazy stuff.
was called Fun Girl House, and it was a bunch of girls just having fun, that
Plus,
seems to be
I feel like this seems like it's just an advertisement for their actual stuff they have to go pay for on their OnlyFans things, right? Like, that would make sense. They're just doing this. They're like, want to see more? And then people obviously go there like, there's my money. And then that's that. That seems like the marketing ploy going on here.
the content they're posting on TikTok. The relevant nature of them being OnlyFans people, I guess, is why you would sit through this trash. You know what I mean? You'd be like, wow, I can imagine that they do the porns. But other than that, literally, the thing on the screen right now is girls in pajamas like, oh, hey, what are you doing? Like, okay, I've seen more risque stuff on TikTok and like...
full of OF models who post
What's
TikToks
what's Jesse seeing on his TikTok? My TikTok's just like, there's a guy that reviews food products and he always says they're very yummy. He's like, this is very yummy. There's a bunch of cat videos. There's a guy that's like in the street being like, the aliens are attacking and they are here with Joey Jojo and Scuba Steve and Orange Juice Jimmy. Like, that's the type of shit I get. I also just got the Meatloaf Man where he's like, meatloaf, eat the loaf, meatloaf, eat the loaf. So that's where I'm at.
and sell pictures of their bodies nearly every day. And this is also crazy considering the type of fan base they have. And these are all people that are being pushed the agenda that being a bop is a legitimate career path. And
Yo, by the way, I just remembered that because I was like, where did I even see bop on TikTok? Because I was like, that wouldn't show up on my TikTok feed. It was an ad, and that ad kept playing, and it was a song, and it was like a popular song, and the ad would always show, and it would be like, and then she'd say, that girl is a bop. And I was like, what the hell's that? Because the ad always played up to that point, and then it cut. But like, it didn't show anybody. It was just like some little music video thing or whatever. That's how I figured it out. I just remembered that out of nowhere.
okay thing to do.
Probably should have done some research into It's Jank. I feel like this dude has a vibe.
Is a legitimate career path. An okay thing to
Got a
do,
jank vibe.
which is overall just a terrible thing to promote to the youth. They'll constantly be showing the
Youth. What's crazy is all of this stuff about like, oh, I made a bunch of money. Like, that's what the youth is into. They love this shit. All the flexing, the Logan Pauls of the world, the people that flex their money. Kids see that and they want that life. They want to live that dream.
they'll constantly be showing the
I actually did see a thing where it was like, we're in the age where like Gen Z and Gen Alpha more than anyone want like individual success more than like it had like boomers and like that were just like didn't really care about individual success as much. They were just like, give me a job and whatever, I'll work for the company and the whatever. And then millennials started branching away from that, being like, yo, I want to do my own thing, you know, go on vacation, chill out, have more free time. And then Gen Z and Gen Alpha at the point where it's very strong into like individualism, make money, like, you know, become famous, like those things where it's just like, I want to be like the best me I can be to like make money and be famous, like that type of thing. And I imagine that does stem from streaming and YouTube, very much so.
amount of money
And
they make, the lavish
entrepreneurism and shit
lifestyle
like that.
they're living, to, in my opinion, indoctrinate more people into becoming a bop and getting into the industry.
That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. I mean, I guess it's possible that someone could see this and say, oh, I want that kind of money. But to say this is indoctrination is wild. I feel like most of the views come from 1, horny ass dudes, and 2, people watching because it's a train wreck. I don't think there's a lot of women out there who are like, awesome, that's what I want to do. I feel like there's an undertone of animosity. There's an anger that young men have for these women. And I don't know that I can define why they have that anger, but it's definitely there.
And even though the bop house
No, yeah, it's definitely there. I mean, I've seen it. We've seen it in World of Warcraft. We've seen it in video games. All right, we've seen it like even just like, oh, I can't believe there's girls playing this game, right? Like we've seen that shit numerous times, even just in WoW or all these different things. Like it's definitely there.
proven to be one of the most popular content houses of all time. Based on the amount of views, followers, and money they've been able to generate, bops would begin leaving the house left and right. And many people believe that this is due to the amount of drama that was started in the bop house, leading all the way to the eventual end.
Bop house is finally over. It's falling apart right now.
Also, why is it like the vast majority of these like drama channels or like TikTok people, they always have like the little mic. Like they don't have like a mic unless they're at a desk, maybe because they're not at a, but they always got the little mic and they're just like, let me tell you guys about something that I just like, I don't know, it just seems weird. It's like a mic you're supposed to attach to your shirt, but they always just hold it. I don't know why that bothers me.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of this is people excited about their downfall and about what a mess it was. There's excitement about the failure of this. I didn't know this is where we were going to be today. I'll be honest. I get why people would be obsessed with learning about it and understanding it. I mean, that's why I'm here. But I'm also really interested in the fact that people are like hyper excited that it failed.
Bop house is done. It is a thing of the past.
I mean, people like to see other people fail. Like that's what it is. Misery loves company. Right? Listen, I'd be lying if sometimes people would be like, dude, I got to get my gallbladder out, you know? And I'm just like, hey, I told you, right? It's almost like I get this weird sense of like, you laughed at me. You know, like that type of thing, which that's a very like cynical part of me, but that's just who I am. All right. I don't know. I don't like mean it in like a bad way. Like, obviously I'd rather people not have to go through that, but it's like, it really is like a misery loves company type of thing. And I think other people also just like seeing other people like fail, and I don't know what it is. But you know what? It's also a thing where they like seeing people they don't like fail, right? I feel like if it's somebody you like, you don't want to see him fail, right? Like if you saw, you know, like Mr. Rogers or like someone really nice, or like, you know, if somebody was like in my chat and they're like a really cool person, they're like, oh, I had to get my gallbladder out, then I'd be like, oh man, that sucks. Like if you got any questions, just let me know, right? If it's like some shitty person or somebody that's like has like belittled you. So I changed my opinion to people like seeing people they don't like fail. There we go.
The reason for this, the girls in the bop house apparently cannot get along with each other.
In the last video, no one can get along if you live, like, these people don't really know each other. They got invited to a house. They're totally different personalities. They're united with the fact they're all trying to make a bunch of money, and that's it. There's nothing that connects them besides that. So when things start to fray, it gets really dramatic. You know, that happens.
A lot of people hearing this news are very happy, as the bop house was one of the most controversial content houses on the entirety of the internet. If you don't know what the bop house does, just go look up the definition of bop. Now, it's kind of wild to me just how fast this house fell apart. You don't know, they've only been active for like a year or so.
I mean, it's not wild. It was a gimmick. It was a gimmick to get attention, because that is the whole point.
And they did it.
Everything they're doing. That's it. I know the idea of like, oh, they did, you know, OnlyFans or whatever, and they made videos promoting that. Sure. But all of that is to get money. It's an attention economy. People who have attention make money. That's how it works. And a lot of people don't give a damn how they make that money as long as they get the attention. They're stoking the fire and you are kindling.
The more videos I make on the bop house, the more I realize how pathetic it actually is.
I like this guy's just like, the more videos I make on, he's making like a video every day about this thing just to generate generate views, which I think is hilarious. The fact that people will be like, I hate drama and I just can't stand drama, and it's really the worst, which is why I've dedicated an entire channel to it, and I make videos about it every single day. Like, to me, that's even sadder. Like, I don't know, man.
Okay, so It's Jank is genuinely like just gonna be that guy. This dude has made a career out of hating on them. No wonder there's the anger there. I felt it. A little like, there's a little something. Also, look, I'm just gonna say a fact. A lot of these guys who are like, oh, these girls are terrible. If one of them showed up in their life, boy, they would date them so quickly. And I know they say they wouldn't.
That's
like,
a
no,
truther.
I don't believe that for a minute. Not a minute. There's a lot of like horny nerd boy rage in a lot of these videos.
Nearly all of these girls are living under the same roof and constantly complaining about the drama and why they want to leave. Like, girl, you are a multi-millionaire. If you really want to leave the house, then just fucking leave. Well, unless if the drama in the house is all fake and you're just doing all of this for views and money, which, if we're being
Well, they are. Doi.
honest, is most likely what's happening here. And it gets even worse when you consider the fact that all of these girls act like they're in high school despite being in their early to mid 20s.
I think a lot of people still act like they're in high school in their mid-20s. I don't think that's rare or weird. Some people just...
I think a lot of people act like they're in high school in their 60s. Let's be real. Like, I see some 60-year-olds at the bar, like, fuck it, bro. Right? Like, yeah, there's plenty of people that are still, like, old as shit, still trying to act like they're in high school. Like, I don't think it's... it's pretty common, honestly.
just don't mature for a while. I guess I'm having some confusion here as I dig through all of this. It appears that it's a bunch of OnlyFans girls who are in a house, but the content they're creating, at least for public consumption, is just stupid dances and stupid videos. But I don't understand the reason to be upset over that. It appears people are mad about the concept of OnlyFans girls being in a house and then going on TikTok and making videos that aren't erotic, really, but in some way, the concept of them doing that promotes their OnlyFans because, you know, it's all advertising, I guess.
Right.
And that's what's upsetting people? I guess I don't know. I would love to know more, but I'm having to do my own research because none of the videos I'm seeing offer any actual information. They're just like, these girls, they have OnlyFans, and that's terrible. And also, they make TikToks and live together. All right, this topic is exhausting. It really is just people content farming off of hate for Bop House. That's a lot of what this is. I guess what I'm saying is I just don't care about the Bop House. And
just notice how many times YouTubers and streamers I've seen where they're doing something, their numbers go down, they start failing, and then all of a sudden they just start making like drama farming videos. Like, you won't believe what happened to this content creator. You won't believe what happened to this streamer, right? That type of shit. Even though a bunch of shit happened to them that they could talk about, but they're like, don't look at me. Don't talk about me. We're gonna talk about all this other shit, and then they get a bunch of views again because they just like, you know, they have to go into the gutter to start farming shit and making their money. So they have to work at like Chili's making $8 an hour.
Also could care less if people are upset about the Bop House, and all the content around the Bop House seems very angry, but also not well made. I still don't know anyone except for some girl named Sophie and then a 17-year-old girl they were trying to get in there. Other than that, I have no knowledge of them, and I've been doing this for 30 fucking minutes. We're gonna have to edit most of this down. Yeah, I'm too old for it. I'm definitely too old for all this. Joshua had some funny bits though, I'll give him that. But other than that, I don't know a damn thing about this.
Yeah, I mean, he says he doesn't know a damn thing about it. I mean, I honestly heard all I needed to hear to know about it. Like, that's pretty much what it is, right? These girls were doing their thing. They're doing their OnlyFans. They made this house to drive traffic to their OnlyFans, and then they'd probably be like, hey, if you want to come live at the house, you got to sign this shit, and we'll help promote you through, you know, just being on TikTok and dancing. And then people go, I'm going to look her up, right? That type of shit. That's what it is. And then other people that are like drama farming or just haters are went on their thing and they're just like, these girls are dumb. This house sucks, which honestly, all content houses suck. So they're not wrong, but they're also kind of bitter and angry and resentful. And so then you just get a combination of these two things and that's all it is. And I don't care about it at all. And it's just whatever, man. Life's too short to be worrying about this shit. I'd rather worry about my own life, and enjoy creating my own content that people can watch, about trees in World of Warcraft. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay? See ya.